You understand
It's
what
all
I'm saying?
about money, Brian.
It's about money.
Cattle.
Yeah.
They're like cattle.
Yeah. Free work. So go back. Wait, what were you finna get into before we got into that real quick?
So one of the big quotes that affected me as a child that I heard, and I was wondering if you were familiar with this quote, and if you know who said it. An eye for an eye will leave the whole world blind.
I do not know who said it.
It was Gandhi.
Okay,
It was Gandhi. And it had an effect on me. It made me think. An eye for an eye will leave
What?
the whole world
Wait,
blind.
look, y'all. Look, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but who? I know who Gandhi was. I got a general idea. Gandhi. Talk to me about Gandhi.
He was a spiritual guy. He liberated India.
And how did he pass?
I think he was
natural.
I'm not sure about that, to be honest with you. I think it might have been some type of. I think he might have been murdered, but I'd have to look it up. Right?
Okay.
But he fasted and he went on hunger strikes.
Right.
And he made a movement and an impact and liberated India with non-violence, which was different.
All right. So getting into this though, so you clearly say that you're not for you. Let me get the show. You're not.
I'm not.
Okay.
Because, like I said, the bottom line for me is I used to think it was seeking justice for the person that was murdered, but through self-inflection and also the research and reading the word, I believe that it's vengeance that we seek and not justice. That in our hearts, we want that person to pay for what they did.
It's definitely revenge.
Right.
It ain't got nothing to do with justice.
Justice would be that person can never hurt another human being. So yeah, we would put them away. And by having to spend those tax dollars, by having to try to rehabilitate, by caring for that person, maybe as a society we can wake up and say, we need to do something to cut these numbers back. We need to make some changes within our society to stop producing these evil people.
But
how are we ever going to learn if we just sweep it under the rug and not face it?
People don't want to hear this.
Let's just kill them instead.
People don't want to hear this, especially in 2022, because we as a society, as a people, are constantly devolving back to the days where, like in the days of Noah, like I said, like people aren't respecting God, people aren't honoring God. They're almost making God like a fairy tale. You got to realize that people making God like a fairy tale, like the Easter Bunny or like Santa Claus. So when they do that, I'm just trying to show you, like you got a lot of people who just strictly believe in science.
Well, let me ask you this, Brian. Right. Do you think the death penalty has been a deterrent for murder?
No.
Why?
Because an evil being, like I believe in spirits, Dave.
So it doesn't work.
I don't believe.
So the death penalty. I believe
that somebody who's going to do something evil does not even have the mindset to think about, the foresight to think about that you're going to potentially go to the electric chair or go be sentenced.
So the death penalty is designed to deter murder, to stop people. Look at what happened to Joe. I don't want to get killed either, so I'm not going to kill this person.
Yeah.
But guess what? It's failed. It's a fail. So should we televise people getting the death penalty?
No, because
why not? Wouldn't that be better to let people feel the impact of if you murder somebody, you're gonna let them see them die.
If you're gonna
hang them on TV.
But let me tell you, now we get into the hanging situation where they used to hang people in the middle of the town.
Or let's put them on a lethal injection.
Where they used to hang people in the town, and that's what they call themselves doing, making examples. But did that stop people from rebelling? Did that stop people from trying to be free? Did that stop people? No. Or even in the old Western time, in the Western day, they hung men, in the middle of the town square.
And I was hardcore, Brian, for the death penalty until about 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Because when I looked at it, and I looked at all the aspects of it, it's killing isn't right, period.
Right. Hey, if you're watching this right now, I need you to hit the like button. I need you to hit the subscribe button. Also the notification bell. Also hashtag higher heights. Leave that in the comments because I'm getting ready to do giveaways and all that kind of stuff like that. But I know you like the content. I like making the content. Once again, I'm sitting here with Dave, and we talking about the death penalty and whether or not you think. We want to know what you think about the death penalty because you're hearing what we think about it. But put it in the comments and let me know what you think. Dave, back to what you were saying. Go ahead.
I was going to just kind of change the subject a little here and go back to my cousin that was murdered.
Okay.
And one of the things that even made me more angry was the person that murdered him did not spend a single day in jail. He got off on technicality. And it killed my uncle. My uncle
what
had
was the
a massive heart attack. I'm not really sure.
There's that justice system, wait. There's the justice system that you're talking about again. The one that you said you believe in the justice system. The one that you said, but now this is what I was talking about, men being corrupt. Would you not agree that if you can afford defense in this country, you're probably going to get away with something way like
OJ.
that somebody poor, like
I know how you feel about OJ because we talked about that.
Well, we could talk about it again, but I'm gonna tell you this. What I'm saying is this justice system that you say you believe in now is corrupt. It's very corrupt. Matter of fact, look this stat up real quick.
Besides that, I'm trying to look at it in a perspective of if I made the rules.
Right.
If I was king.
Yeah, but you can't do that, Dave, because you're not king. And this justice system, and like that's what I was trying to say.
But that's how I'm looking at, am I for or against?
I want to, Diane, thank you. I'm sorry, Diane, interrupt you. I'm trying to say, look up the stat of like the proportion of whether or not, more higher income, more affluent people get the death penalty, like the ratio between that and less.
Give me my phone, hon.
People with money and people without money.
Yeah, okay.
I can just put death penalty demographic.
Death penalty demographic, yeah, and it'll probably have all the breakdowns on it. So yeah.
Don't throw it.
No, yeah, kind of talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Take your shirt down a little and come in the picture.
No, they couldn't. You are Diane. It's all good.
Poor people are executed much more often than wealthy murderers.
What's that statistic?
Over 99% of the people on death row are indigent or poor.
Indigent is poor, depending on Go ahead.
Poor people are the primary recipients of the death penalty. Basically.
Wait, say that one more time for the camera, man. You said what?
Poor people are primarily.
This is the justice system that you say you believe in. Now, hold on. Now,
well, who said I believed in it?
You did.
I said whether I believe in it or not.
No, Dave.
I have to follow.
No, Dave.
The land of the law of the land. I have to follow the law of the land. I may not think it's right.
No, don't backpedal. Because I specifically...
That's entrapment, Brian.
I specifically...
Maybe I didn't hear you right. I'm getting a little older, but what I'm saying is I don't agree with... You know me, Brian. You know that I don't agree with a lot of laws in this country. Yeah. But at the same time, I'm not about to break them either.
No, I'm not. Look, I ain't trying to break no law either, but... What I'm telling you is, it is corrupt, man. You see the demographic right there.
Especially here, right?
Yeah, you see the demographic. I haven't seen it in this court system. Somebody go in and because they don't have the money for a proper defense. Because it's all about money, man. You got money, you get the top defense. You ain't got no money, you screwed.
That's true, Brian.
You screwed. So
and that goes for murderers the same as anybody who just robbed the store or something. It doesn't matter.
Money, the love of money is the root to all kinds of evil, and it's biblical. So this justice system is very corrupt because it is very dependent and determinant upon how much money you got. So how can we believe in something like that?
Going back to the death penalty, I have a question for you.
No, wait. We're going to go to that question. But how can we believe in something that I can pay my way? This man can pay his way out of a murder, but me, I got to, come on.
I feel hopeless, Brian. I feel helpless.
We not helpless, though.